I would say probably the bandsaw, not because I'm a hand tool guy, but just because it was so unbelievably underpowered that I fought with it for years and years and years before I finally just ended up getting rid of it.
I guess my dovetail jig would probably be the one I regret the most, but I don't fully regret it because I still have it in my shop and I can use it for that one day I want to do my kitchen because I'm not dovetailing plywood drawers or a bunch of maple drawers or something.
Pretty much most of them that my wife have found out about.
Tool purchase that I regret the most is an oscillating spindle sander. I absolutely don't use it.
I typically wait until I absolutely need a tool before purchasing it. So yeah, everything in my shop right now I utilize, and of course I have a sponsor, so I was given a lot of my tools and I love them.
I wouldn't say I regretted it at the time, but I have this huge 12-inch sliding compound, double compound, super fancy miter saw, big DeWalt thing. I haven't used that thing in 3 years.
My hand planes. Not all of them, but the brand new ones I've bought that are now multiple years old that are still sitting in the box. Yeah. You get kind of an enthusiasm comes at these events. I have a shoulder plane and a bevel up smoother that are years old now. The bevel up smoother is rusty. Neither one have ever been used.
Probably a cheap miter saw. It's an absolute waste of time.
I would change my purchase on my Delta table saw. Definitely go with a different brand, a little higher quality, more of a cabinet stall versus a contractor saw.
420 square feet.
20 foot by 20 foot with 10 foot ceilings.
300 some square feet, maybe?
440.
Usable space is roughly 600 square feet.
20 by 20, so 200? 400 square feet, yeah.
My shop is 215 square feet, and I know that because I did the math while I was watching you interview other people.
Current shop, I have a 3-car garage, and I've got one of the bays is with the workbench and stuff like that.
My shop is 21 by 21, which that puts it about 400 because I have a big chunk taken out of the back.
Mark Spagnolo. Boom! Boom, the end. Nice. All right, we're done.
High school is where I kind of learned a little bit about it, and then ever since then I've been kind of just tinkering around. PBS mostly, neighbors and friends.
Trial and error, pretty much. It was a necessity. I needed something and I didn't have the money to buy it, so I thought, well, I guess I can try my hand at making it. So that's exactly what I did.
Watching New Yankee Workshop, and I think Mark Spagnolo, the Wood Whisperer, that was the first ones that I've actually seen on the internet basis of it. So you see it out there, and hey, I can do that. So you get out to shop or whatever space you have, you just try it and you do it.
I learned it growing up. I grew up, my dad's in construction, carpentry, and then I have twins, and when my twins were born, I lost my workshop I used to fix my house, so I spent a good 3 years just reading and watching and kind of mentally transitioning from carpentry to woodworking.
CNC is just as much real woodworking as using a drill to drive a screw.
CNC is absolutely real woodworking. There is no wrong way to do it. Take a piece of wood and make something you like, and that's woodworking.
I guess the question you really have to ask is, what's fake woodworking? Tell me that, and then I'll answer that question.
You're really cutting wood with sharp objects.
Is there wood involved? Because sometimes CNC is acrylics and other non-wood things. So, yes and no.
Yes, if you're making something from wood and you use a machine to do it, I still consider it real woodworking.
It's just another tool in your shop. That's really all it is.
We probably need to embrace these things and embracing change. I think CNC is part of that. I have a high respect for the guys because it's not quicker necessarily.
Absolutely, you're still cutting wood, right?
Sharpen your tools, because a sharp cut heals faster than a ragged cut. That's not a very good safety tip. No.
Always know what's going on around you and where your body parts are.
Don't put your fingers anywhere you wouldn't put your.
Always wear your safety glasses. I heard in shop class in like junior high, you can hold stuff with a wooden hand, you can walk on a wooden leg, but you can't see with a wooden eye.
I have 2 little girls, and they love to come out there in the shop and see what's going on. And they know the drawer where the earmuffs are stored, and they like to walk around the house with the earmuffs on, pretending that they can't hear me when I'm yelling at them. So, ear safety.
Use routers that are trigger operated. I've dropped a router into my palm, and it was still spinning, but thankfully my finger was off the trigger, and it's why I still have my full left hand.
Favorite finish, I think at this point, is Varathane polyurethane. It's easy to put on, very forgiving. It doesn't smell, which is huge for me, and easily sprayable.
One I like, particularly for outdoor finish, is a spar urethane and a teak oil mix.
It's Endurovar. General Finish is Endurovar. Easy to brush on, easy to wipe on, and it just looks purty, and it's water-based.
Lately, I like shellac. It's very easy, and I don't have to sort of think about much.
I just got introduced to spray lacquer, and of course I love it because it's quick and easy, but also shellac. I kind of like the smell of it. It makes me feel like I'm doing something real woodworker-ish.
My favorite finish is shellac. I tend to do a bit of dye work. I can dye the shellac, I can build the shellac finish up.
Wipe on poly. Go-to for everything.
Bow Shield, T9 Bow Shield.
I do use like a Johnson's Paste Wax on my tools. I've recently tried to use like a dry lube from WD-40. It helps everything slide really well on your surfaces.
Best prevention is just stay on top of it. I'm constantly wiping my tools down with a rag that's just got, I don't remember what oil, jojoba oil or camellia oil, something like that.
And I've tried a lot of things because I live in Mississippi, which is crazy humid. And 3-in-1 household oil just seems, or lightweight machine oil, I guess it's called, seems to be the best. And then once that's on the surface, I guess you can top coat with wax to kind of keep it there and also make things slippery.
So I once had somebody spill a beer on my brand new table saw, the week after I got it. But yeah, other than that, I don't really experience too much rust in my area.
I wax. I tried Renaissance wax. I was not impressed by the value of it. So now I just typically use butcher's wax, but I know that you can't get butcher's wax anymore, but the tin of butcher's wax lasts so long, I still have it. I'll just continue using wax. Really the trick I find is use.
Doesn't matter. Just keep it sharp and use it.
I think beginners do better with a bevel up. I think as you get more advanced and you adjust on the fly and things, you find that bevel down just ends up being easier in the long run. But yes, they're both good.
I actually have the best results beveled down. So I have a low angle jack plane, but it's not my go-to. My go-to is a 4.5 that I use all the time, or the general purpose, I guess, and it is bevel down.
I've never used bevel up.
That's a shame. We need to change it. Let's go to Lee Valley booth. Make a change.
I think they both work, but the bevel up ones are simply easier to set up. So for the infrequent use that I have, it's just easier for me to wrap my head around.
DMT diamond plates. I have the coarse and then the extra fine, and that'll pretty much establish the shape, and then I maintain with a leather strap.
What do I actually? I have a couple Norton stones that I was able to actually afford. They're okay. You know, I probably don't know how to use them as much as I should, but yeah, I lust after that Shapton stuff.
I am a diamond stone guy, and that's actually a relatively recent convert for me, probably in the last 8 months or so. I've always been water stone, but I just love my diamond stones. Don't have to flatten them, but honestly, it's my strop, because I don't have to wet it, don't have to do anything, and keep it right next to me on the bench, and as long as I keep stropping, I don't ever have to use the diamond stone.
My favorite sharpening system, I'm going to say right now, is the Worksharp 3000. I got it about a year ago. It seems to work very well.
I use Waterstones. I have like a cheap King brand one, and I also have a 8,000 grit Shapton, which is like my splurge impulse purchase for that year.
Family and other obligations.
It's time. I'm a family guy. I got little kids who I love to spend time with.
Getting past my computer that has email on it.
Sitting on the computer editing video that I shot in the shop previously.
Kind of balancing the family and the shop time.
It just kind of becomes a shock, but my biggest obstacle is time. Work, family, kids, other commitments. My wife likes to see me every once in a while. It's time.
Time. So I have a 4 and a 5-year-old little girl, and I love them, but they aren't conducive to getting out there and making much. So.
Ooh, I have none. I think I'm lucky. My shop's in my backyard, and it's of course, my living. So yeah, I can literally roll out of bed and then go out to my shop anytime I want. Or if I can't sleep, sometimes I go out there as well. So yeah, I have no obstacles getting out to my shop.
We can move if you want.
Bevel up or bevel down planes?
Bevel down.
You have a reason why?
Because that's the second answer, and that's the one I remembered.
nervous.
Okay.
I don't want. I feel bad if I'm making you nervous.
It's my first video.